That's
I can go, what are you looking at? We're all in that line. We're all going that way. So, to get back. That's what we're doing there.
Mic check. Mic check. 1, 2. Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody good? Everybody good on the white balance too? Okay.
If they decide to play us, is this locker room fast food room there? Because I'm not sure. I got pass. What you guys do?
Was it steps? I'll do one on the other side.
All right, there are no injuries to mention. Listen, the Lions did a heck of a job, capitalized on a couple things, and we got to fix those. So I like some of the efforts, though. I liked what I saw on the defensive side for the most part, and there were some good things on offense. We just got to be more consistent. I'll take that. I'll take this the offensive part of that. But we did have some good plays in there, but disappointing loss. Good football team that we lost to, but we've got to play better and we've got to coach better, and so that's what we'll do. That time's yours.
How do you explain all the drop passes tonight?
Yeah, it's unusual for us to drop that many passes anywhere, anytime. So we'll go back and work on that. But you got to take care of business, and these guys know that, and so we've got to fix that.
Andy, that sequence before the 2-minute warning, you go for it on 4th and 20, and then you go for it again after the penalty. Can you explain that with 3 timeouts?
Yeah, I thought that we needed to do that. So at that particular time, driven the ball on us, and so I thought it was important that we gave that a shot. So, we still had some time on the clock.
Yeah, there were a couple other fourth down decisions there. We kicked the field goal early in the fourth quarter, and then obviously after the end around doesn't work.
We lost ground on both of those, and so we got to do a better job there. So I've got to take care of that. I mean, we worked like crazy on our short yardage, and for it to happen like that is not good.
Coach, how do you think the offensive line for it on either of those fourth downs?
No, we went backwards there, so I thought we were okay.
Coach, how would you evaluate your offensive line based on what you saw from the side?
Yeah, listen, there were some good things. I thought we did some. We protected pretty well throughout the day.
Coach,
But we can always do better there, though.
sorry, Coach, how close did it come for Travis to play, and how did that decision kind of play out for you?
It just wasn't feeling right, so I wasn't going to put him out there with that. And he was honest with me, and we talked, and so just not enough time there.
How big a factor do you think that was in the offensive struggles you were doing?
Yeah, and I wouldn't no excuses at all. I mean, we've got guys that can play. We're right there to take care of business, and they got us on special teams and continue the drive. They got us on the tip ball. So I mean, listen, it's unusual for the guys that drop the ball to drop the ball. I mean, that's not what I've seen from them, and I wouldn't expect them to do that. So you do that, you take care of business there, and you'll be all right.
Andy, how much did you change the game plan?
No, I didn't. We really didn't have to. I mean, we kept the game plan basically the same. They did a nice job of mixing their coverages and that, but I thought our guys handled it, fairly well.
Hey, man, just get back on that 4th and 25. What was the thinking of that play? What was the design? What were you hoping to happen?
It was designed to complete the son of a gun. It didn't work that way, but I mean, we were trying to, the best we could to get a completion, keep things going. So.
And it seems as though the offense is always so good, historically speaking, on 3rd and long. 3rd and shorts have been an issue. Obviously, you're not a fan of sneaking the ball after Mahomes 3 years ago. Why do you consider ever sneaking the ball and going back? And then secondly, why do you think it's been such a struggle at times?
Yeah. Well, we worked hard on that, so we've got to get better. We weren't very good last year at it, and we spent a lot of time working on that. So we've got to keep going here and make sure we take care of it. But I'll take that. That's my responsibility to get that taken care of.
Andy, on those, you haven't gone back and looked at everything yet, but is it a lot of credit to them for being ready for some of the things that you were throwing at them on those short yardage plays, or did you maybe not execute the way you wanted to?
Yeah, listen, I don't want to take anything away from them. We didn't handle it the right way, and I've got to make sure that I give them the right calls to handle it, and we've got to make sure we do it. So.
A couple more guys.
You were aware, obviously, of Dan Campbell's tendency to take gambles, take punts. They led the league by a long measure, but he'd never done it inside his own 20. Did that decision catch you by surprise?
We mentioned it to the guys. We were ready for everything, special teams. I mean, I mentioned it to the guys. They were double the amount of fakes than anybody else in the league last year. So they got us on it.
Hey, Andy, Chris Jones with the holdout situation. Are you any more optimistic? I know this is right after a game, but not having him tonight, the impact on the game.
Yeah, listen, no excuse. I thought the defense did some good things. That's a whole separate deal, and then I'll work itself out whatever direction it goes. But I thought our guys, I don't want to take anything away from the guys up front there. They busted their tail tonight. Didn't come up the way we wanted it, but I thought they did some good things there.
All right, thank you.
Patrick, doesn't have trouble holding on to the ball, the drops. How do you try to keep them encouraged?
I think they know that I'm gonna keep firing it, and so we'll try to get it fixed this next week and correct it going into the next game.
Patrick, a couple fourth downs there, fourth and shorts in the fourth quarter. Looked like I wanted to play quality.
Yeah. I mean, I'm always hoping to go for it, but the defense was playing good, and we kicked the field goals, and I mean, it set us up to have a situation where we just needed a field goal at the end of the game. We just didn't convert on it.
You mentioned just how much time you guys have put into short yardage situations. Can you kind of elaborate on just
Yeah, I mean, we work on it. Every year. We've obviously emphasized it this last year after last year not converting at the rate that we wanted to, but obviously we got to keep working on it because we didn't convert in those situations today.
No Travis Kelce, what kind of impact did that have on you?
Yeah, I mean, you're losing one of the best, no, I think the best tight end of all time. But other guys got to step up. I mean, it's going to have an impact on the game, but other guys got to step up, and they're going to have to step up in moments because I'm sure there'll be times he gets doubled. And so just going to have to rely on these other guys that are young and talented to step up and make plays, and I believe that they will.
Patrick, what was the disconnect you think with Sky? You targeted him a couple times, just couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, and just miss. We didn't have that connection. We missed connections here and there, but something you have to continue to work on. Like I said, he's one of those guys that has a ton of talent that can make a lot of big plays happen. So we'll learn from it and try to be better next time.
Hey, Patrick, how surprised were you to get the call that you guys were going to go for it on 4th and 20?
I mean, it's a situation where you're going to have to get a stop regardless of 3 and out. Coach Reid decided to put the ball in my hands, and we were close to getting it. Obviously, it didn't work out, but you're going to get the 3 and out regardless either way, and it just didn't happen for us there.
Patrick, Justin Reid used the term in the locker room, reality check. Did you have some sense of that from this game, or what's your biggest takeaway?
I mean, it'll be good for the young guys to know that we're not going to just kind of walk in and win the game. You're going to have to play good football. We're going to play every team's best shot. I've preached it to them all preseason, but they know now. And we're going to go to Jacksonville next week, and that's going to be a good football team. So hopefully, guys learn from it, get better, and this one loss doesn't turn into 2.
Hey, Patrick, I know it's just one game, but how embarrassing is this given the fact that you guys unfurled the Super Bowl banner, national TV, starting a new season, and for it to end up like this?
It's embarrassing for me to lose any time. Like I had said after the ring ceremony, I'd moved on to the next season. Obviously, it's cool for the fans to be able to see the banner and drop it at Arrowhead Stadium. But this is a whole new year, and I think I know that. And we're trying to win another Super Bowl, and this is obviously not the way we wanted to start. And so anytime I lose, I'm embarrassed. And so I'm gonna try to get better so I don't lose more as the season goes on.
Patrick, was there a particular point not to watch the Super Bowl presentation out there because of what you just said?
I didn't watch it. I think I was in the locker room, so it wasn't. I don't even know if I looked at the banner. So, like I said, I've moved on. It's a new season. My goal wasn't to just win the Super Bowl and be done. Like I'm trying to continue to do it every single year, and I think we got the team. But obviously, we have a lot of places to get better.
How much did it bother Trav that he just couldn't play tonight?
I mean, y'all know Trav. He's kind of like me. Like I want to play. I want to be out there with the guys. He works extremely hard to be out there, and kind of a freak deal that he wasn't able to make it. So hopefully we'll try to rehab him with these extra days and get him going. Hopefully for next week.
A couple more guys against Jacksonville.
I mean, I'm not going to put anything past Trav. I mean, he was trying to play today. It just literally couldn't. I don't know if it was his decision. It was kind of the guys above knowing it's going to be a long season. Yeah, I mean, he's going to try. He'll do whatever he can to be out there, and hopefully he can clear all those doctors' tests and get out there on the football field.
Hey, Patrick, what do you say to Kadarius Toney after the game where it could have swung a different way if he was involved in some of that?
Yeah, I mean, I've trust in KT. He missed a lot of training camp. Obviously, he wanted to play and fought for rehab hard so he could play. And stuff's not always going to go your way. Obviously, he would have wanted to catch a few of those in the game, but I've trusted that he's going to be that guy that I go to in those crucial moments, and he's going to make the catch and win us some seasons like he did last year. So we're going to continue to work him in, get him more and more reps, and I'm sure that those drops will kind of disappear.
Last one. What's the message that needs to come out of that locker room?
Got to be better.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, just go on the field. Just go on the field. Some sticks over here.
All right, guys, fire away.
Defense gives up 14 points.
Mhm.
I mean, there are a lot of questions coming in. How you're going to, be able to account for Chris Jones not being there? On balance, you're pretty happy with the way you guys played against an offense that was top 10 in the NFL last year?
We lost a football game. So I think it's kind of when we measure yourself out, especially in this league. Games are won in inches in a couple situations throughout the stretch, and we just didn't execute good enough. You could kind of say gave up 14 points, good start and all that, but ultimately we lost a football game. Our goals come out here 1-0 this week, and that didn't happen. So back to the drawing board. The guys be better. We're ready to go for Jacksonville.
What was Andy's message in the locker room after the game?
Yeah, man, we kind of hopped on discipline throughout. We kind of pride ourselves on situational football, things we do throughout the week, kind of get us ready. And for some point throughout the game, both sides of the ball, special teams just didn't execute. So it just comes down to guys being locked in those situations and just finding a way to get out the field on defense for sure.
Nick, got that stop on 4th and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Did you sort of picture this is familiar territory and that you guys would convert it into a victory? Did it have that feel to it?
Yeah, man. Again, our offense, man, has given us a reason to believe, man, they're the best in the league in what they do. So regardless of how the game goes, they didn't get any chance to football, but they got a chance to score. So we had 100% faith that we can get a stop, find a way to get our offense back the ball, even in the last 2 minutes. We had an opportunity to get the offense back the ball. We just couldn't do it. So they're going to score the football. We have a lot of faith that those guys are going to come back next week hungry, going to figure out what they have to do on that side of the ball. And it was up to us on our side of the ball to kind of maintain what we did this week and also just find ways to get better. Tackling is going to be at the top of the board.
Justin in the locker room made a point of saying that this game is sort of a reality check.
Yeah.
Does that have that feel to it for you too?
Yeah. Again, all the pregame festivities and guys coming in here, Super Bowl, won Super Bowl, all that type of stuff. Reality check is that's last year. This is this year. We've got 17 opportunities to put our best foot forward. We lost one of those today. We got 16 more.
Nick, the line in front of you looked pretty disruptive, particularly with Dana and Felix.
Yeah.
What did you see in front of you when it came to just the pressure you guys were able to maintain?
Yeah, I saw what I saw from those guys all training camp. All until these last couple of weeks. Those guys work hard every single day to put themselves in the best position possible to make plays. I think today's just a product of those guys doing what they're asked to do in the scheme and just finding ways to be effective. I don't expect that to stop, especially when we get Chris back. Man, it's going to be a great addition to add to the D-line. And those guys are hungry, man. They're going to keep working.
When you're out there playing tonight, did you feel like you were missing Chris doing some of the things he did? That guys fought really hard, but he's tough to replace, right?
Yeah, ultimately, a guy of Chris Cobb is always going to be hard to replace. But I feel like those guys, man, who come in the locker room every single day and give their hardest, man, they deserve to be respected. They come in every single day and put their best foot forward. They heard all talk about Chris not being here and all that type of stuff. And those guys went out there and put their heart out. So that's all you can ask for. And then, again, those guys are just as talented, man. They come in every single day. I try to be better, dominate the scheme, dominate the one-on-ones, and find a way to get pressure. And that's all you can ask for.
What was the biggest challenge that they had with the run game? I mean, Gibbs was out there a little bit,
Mm.
change of pace. What were the biggest problems or hurdles for you guys?
Yeah, I think our biggest problem is tackling, leaky yards, yards with the contact. Kind of fine about it. I don't see them on here, but I understand that they have a couple of gains that kind of 2-yard gains, stalemated, kind of got the 4 or 5 yards after contact and gave them favorable second downs. And we knew going into the week that we got them in 3rd and shorts, man. That's like 2nd and short for those guys, and they're going to go for it, aggressive mindset. So we just got to find a way to get in 2nd and longs, 3rd and longs, give our D-line a chance to go rush the passer and let our secondary cover.
Yes, thanks, man.
Yep, thank you.
All right, guys.
No, you're good.
Even if your team needed more, you needed somebody's goal. Yeah. We gotta go to the field now. Come on. Jack, you come? Yes, bro. Here's my camera. Connect to it.